Hello everyone, this is Darryl20, and welcome to episode 60 of Darryl20's Let's Play series, where today we're getting ready to have some fun. We're going to make a dimension primarily composed of bitumus sand, or at least that's the goal. Whether it's going to work out, we'll find out. This will be a surprise for everyone, including me. So, what I'm making is, first off, we need to jump into our dimlet workbench. And this is where we make the stuff we want to make, right? So I'm going to make bitumus sand block dimlet. Okay, so this is the item that we need to place into our inscriber to create a dimension full of bitumus sand. Okay, so let's take a look at making that. Bitumus sand is going to need, we're going to need a few dimensional shards, and we're going to need the following items from RF Tools Dimensions. We're going to need the Tier 1 version of the memory module, so see it on the tooltip there. We're going to need the 7 of those things. We're going to need the Tier 1 version of the energy module, so that's cool. And then we're going to need the little block, that little brown thing, which I'll talk about in a minute. And then we're also going to finally need, I think it's going to be one of these dudes. With that top left slot. What's this? What do you think that is? It kind of looks like one of something-ish, like this. Biome dimlet, but I don't think it's that. I think it's going to be maybe one of these guys. Maybe... Actually, I don't 100% know. We'll find out. We'll find out. Maybe it has to be an empty block dimlet? That's what I... Yeah, no, it's going to be an empty block dimlet. That's got to be it, right? This guy. Yeah, I'm down with that. All right, let's see what happens. So I'm going to need one of these. Okay, and then we want the common energy module. We're going to want the common memory module. And these things go in here, here, though they don't shift click into the correct spot, so be aware of that. And cool. Now the last thing we need is the block absorber. So in order to do this, pretty much all the blocks are the exact same recipe, you'll notice. So the way we specify which block dimlet we get is by absorbing that kind of block into a block absorber. So I'm going to make one of those right now. So block absorber, go. You're going to need some slime blocks. Oh my, that's something that we don't have quite enough of, do we? I thought we had a lot of slime balls. Do we not have a lot of slime balls? I thought we had a lot of slime balls. Ooh, crushing macerator can get me slime balls. That's kind of cool. We can get slime balls from that thing. Oh, we can turn cactus into slime. That works for me. That should be cool. Though, in fairness, I should have more cactus growing going on. Maybe hopping bonsai? Do we have bonsai in this? I guess not. I thought we had bonsai pots in this pack. No, maybe not. I guess maybe it's not ready yet. All right, so real quick, we want to get more cactus nice and quickly. Phytogenic insulator? That could work. So we'll knock that out real quick. And then from thermal, we're going to want some more flux linkage amplifiers made real quick and a resonant. Cool. I feel like we had some kind of growth system going on somewhere that we could tap into. Didn't we have something somewhere I could just add this to, you think? Wasn't this something? Yeah, we have a phytogenic insulator here, right? Oh, you're out of power. That's right, I turned this off because he was draining power. I can turn you back on, right? Yeah. Yeah. In theory, I can turn you back on. We having power problems? We couldn't be, right? No, we have plenty of power. I think you just had a lot of machines to charge up. Oh, you know what? This is probably not on round robin. That's why. Yeah. With him on round robin false, he was, charging up specific machines. So I think, how did we have this set up? Are you just pulling from the? Yeah. So I didn't connect you to anything. I just had you pulling directly. That's how I set that up. All right. Maybe I'll just do. Maybe what I'll do. You know what I could do? I got an idea. I'm gonna make a quick sync. Okay, we'll plop down the phytogenic insulator there. Why are you guys, like, not crafting? Oh, I bet I know. Did you get gummed up? You did. Did I forget to set you to... Yeah, ignore the contents of the target. Do not push if the target contains a pattern input. Yeah, that's what we want. I forgot to set this back in blocking mode. My bad. Silver and gold and copper. That should be cool. All right, and then now you're cool. And that should fix that up. Dire please, forgetting blocking mode. Gets me every time. Okay, then we can throw another laser IO dude here. And on the top can be... How do I want to do this? What did I do over here? Did I have this guy going into... I do have an ender chest. So he's routing all the cactus into an ender chest. So let's do this. Let's get a drawer for cactus. That's set to void. Okay. And then on the down, you will get energy insertion. And if we connect you guys up, that works. Slowly but surely, but it works. You have a lot of things to transfer. Did I do you at a... No, you know what? I should overclock you. That's what I should do. So in laser IO, it's always a one tick speed, even without overclockers, but it will modify the transfer amount, which will help a lot. Cool. And then we're going to want you to pull from the bottom. So input bottom. There you go. There's your water. And then cactus. And then on the down here is what? You are stocking that. Okay. That's cool. That's how I did that. All right, so let's do something different here. I'm assuming that I'm not using green on the items, right? So on the down, we will have an extract on... Let's go with channel 13, which is the green, not lime, right? And then you will insert on 13 with a higher priority, right? And then if we set you like this and we put this in here, that should work. Oh, and you need this guy and you need this guy. Think. I may need that to be buffered somewhere. I'm trying to remember if I have a laser IO set up so that he can't insert into the same block he extracted from. I feel like I did that. So let's extract on green, insert on red. Does that sound cool? And on the up, we will extract on red. Okay. And on the down, your insert on red will still be a high priority. So then on the up, you will insert on green. And then if I get the configuration tool for locking. Now you should be good. Ugh, I hate when that happens. All right, ready to lock it. And then I can, on the up, turn you back on, and now you're cool. So you're going to fill up here first, and then over here, we will set a down insert card. Going to need a few more of these. Right, so the down here is inserting on red. So the down here will also insert on red. There you go. Cool. All right, so now you'll get cactus after this fills up with cactus, and then we should have infinite cactus. Easy peasy. I was doing this all for slime. So now I'm just going to steal, you know, a majority of you, let you start running. This should all work. We'll find out in, you know, a few minutes. And I'm going to go pop over to my, whatchamacallit area, Botania, to get myself slime. I haven't been to my Botania area in a while. How's things going over here? Seems fine to me. You're all growing and stuff still? You being weird? Why aren't you growing? Actually, a really good question. Somehow he got stuck. I don't know how or why. That's weird. He didn't get stuck for a very long time. Do I still have a grow spell? I do. Hello. There we go. All fixed. Excellent. So now that we have slime balls, we can go ahead and make 3 more slime box, which means I can get one of these, which means we can start now absorbing the bitumus sand. So you'll notice I have a bunch in my inventory because what I did is I popped over to here, and literally right at this location there was a bunch of bitumus sand, but I assume there's plenty everywhere. So that's where I got it all. Real quick off camera. So to do this, we just place, and in fact I'll probably do this with, let me put you away, and you away, and you away, and you, and let's get one of you. Okay, and then you just place the block absorber on top, and he'll start absorbing. That's all there is to it. Cool. Easy peasy. And you'll notice on the thing here, it tells you how much... Now, I think it's 100, but maybe I'm wrong because... Well, no, yeah, no. I feel like we need more than 100. 40? Maybe we need 200? I had well more than 100. Right? I had like over 2 stacks. Alright, well, we're going to need another 100-ish. So I'll show you where I got the bitumus sand from. In the past, it was around 100. It was all here. All these little holes in the world. That's where I got it from. And look, here's more. Good. So I'm going to go mine up 100-ish more of this stuff, and we will be right back once I do. Alright, that should be enough to get me going. And now we should be cool. Alright, so we should be closing in on... Cool. So once it stops absorbing, you're good to go. And then you can break it, and it should retain its progress. Now, the alternate way you can do this is to bring this with you. So you can go place it on a batch of bitumus sand. It would pick it all up. So you can kind of do it however you want. Okay, so now if we came into here and we added this guy, okay, and then the last thing we need is our dimensional shards. So bitumus sand, we do this, and we hit the create button, and we've got a block dimlet of bitumus sand. Sweet. All right, Now, the terrain, we still don't have islands, grid, platforms, huh? I don't know what platforms are. Void, I definitely don't want void. I still wanted like a standard terrain. What I could try doing is just researching a little bit more. Let's see, these are structures, these are biomes, digits. Which structures are these? Default and monument. Okay. I could real quick analyze these dudes and hope for a little bit of luck. I could also go exploring some more dimensions. Okay, so did I get anywhere? With terrain, dimlets, chaotic grid, islands, platform space. I really wanted like original, like the normal. That's what I want. I want a normal terrain dimlet. Can I craft one of these, you think? I guess I can, right? It looks like I can make one of them. Well, yeah, but I still have to research it. Right. Yes. I meant can I craft it here? I don't Some of these I remember you could craft, but I think most of them you can't. All right, let me go look around in my fourth dim real quick, or first dim. It really doesn't matter. Just to see if I can get a few more common knowledges, and see if I can get lucky enough to find an original terrain. And if I can't, then we'll move on and build this dimension out of something that we do have. Well, I'm curious what chaotic terrain is anyway, so maybe we do that. We'll see. I don't know. I have no idea what chaotic terrain is, but we're going to try it because I'd like to know. So to make this guy, we're going to need a blank terrain dimlet. So that would be you. Okay. We're going to need one of these. One of these. A gunpowder, which we have plenty of. And we needed some shards. Okay. So we'll do chaotic. That would be you. We'll put our shards in. We'll put our gunpowder in. We'll put our empty terrain dimlet. We'll put you, and then create. And that is the chaotic terrain. Nice. Okay. So let's try it out. So when you put in block modifiers like we have here. So where did I put my red sand? There it is. Bitumus sand. Okay, you can't just put that in there by itself. It'll say error, dangling blocks. Blocks should come after either a terrain or a feature. So blocks modify either a terrain or feature dimlet, which means if you modify the terrain, that's what the terrain's made out of. If you modify a feature, that's what the feature is made out of. Now, we do, in fairness, have a few feature blocks. We have one called hollow spheres. And there's a few other feature blocks that we can make. Maybe I don't have any, though. All. Yeah, so there's like cubes, there's hollow cubes, there's hollow spheres, there's liquid cubes. There's all kind of features that you can add to your world. I don't have any of them unlocked yet, and maybe at some point I will. But the point is that this has to come after either a terrain or a feature. Let's see, dangling block should come before either a terrain or a feature. My bad, so before, right? So it's dimlet and then feature. Cool. So we'll try this. Bitumus 1 is what we'll call it. And then we just need an empty dimension tab. Bitumus 1 store. And we're going to see what this does for us. Now that guy requires a little bit more RF a tick. Mostly because, you know, it's a custom dimension. They can get, at least in previous versions of the mod, they could get really expensive into the thousands of RF per tick. But probably not with anything we're going to do. But we'll see. Who knows? So should we try it out? Sure. So dim 10, dial once. And in theory, this should be a chaotic terrain full of bitumus sand. Let's see if I'm right about that. Oh, good, it's raining. Everybody likes that. Oh, hello. Yeah, look, it is chaotic, that's for sure. Sweet. So it does again. So the weird islands thing that I saw, that's pretty about what it was. Now I'm getting a lot of lag all of a sudden, which is never a good sign. Let's see if I can get out of here. I'm getting a lot of lag. I'm trying to teleport out. I don't know what's causing all the lag, but something's happening. There we go. I got out. If you can get out, it's good. So I don't know what that was all about. I should sleep through this night, though. I might go back to the dimension and see if I can see what's up. And I might need to make a new one, so we'll just dial it up. And if it's shenanigans again... Oh yeah, it's definitely laggy here. I don't know why. I don't want to stay long enough to find out. So let's get out of here. Something's weird. Now, bitumus sand I don't think has gravity, so it's not that. Luckily, I did get out again. So what I'm going to do is get my bitumus sand thing back. So let's get you out. We're going to get a digit dimlet. Okay, we'll get the 0. So if we extract you, we get our dimlets back. Now, if I put a digit dimlet in there, it's going to get a new randomly assigned bunch of stuff. So now I'll call you bitumus 2 and store it, and then we'll charge that up. And maybe it's the fact that it's chaotic that's causing the lag, but I think chaotic is some of the other ones I've gotten. So we're going to have to play that one by ear. So bitumus 2 should be live now. Dial it once, and we should be ready to teleport out if things go crazy again. Ice spikes. Ooh, hello. That's the biome I'm in, I assume. A little bit of lag happening. Yep, I think it's getting laggy again. It might just be terrain gen lag, but I don't think so. Because it's FPS lag. Terrain gen wouldn't cause FPS lag. Let me play for a few minutes here, see if I can't figure out what's going on. And then we'll be right back. I might have to try a different terrain type. All right, let's try platforms, because I don't know what those are, but we're going to try them out. So that would require 3 here, 3 there. And then you're going to get empty, you're going to get this, this, and this, and create, and that should be the platforms type. All right, so I'm going to remove my digit dimlet, and I'm going to replace chaotic with platforms, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, and we'll call this bituminous 3. All right, charge it up. Dial it up. And cross your fingers. Oh, hello. Oh, look, there's a slime here. He's being laggy again. It's just terrain gen. If I gave it a little time, maybe it would be cool. But he's definitely being laggy. Like, I'm turning my mouse at full speed. There we go. Now, oh my goodness, that is a trippy... That is a trippy dimension. That is a weird and trippy dimension. I really want to kind of see what this looks like, but also I don't love it because it's all individual layers. And I feel like that's not going to be great for my mining purposes. And I'm gonna have to give me a little bit. I'm gonna have to play with this off camera and see if I can't figure out a dimension type that won't be too laggy. I'm wondering if it's the sand itself. I can't imagine it would be though, right? I don't know. I feel like my other dimensions were chaotic and they weren't laggy, so I don't know. All right, so you know what? I actually think it's stable now. So it might have just been terrain gen happening. Man, look at how trippy this is. This is a weird place. This is very extremely weirdly trippy. What in the what? What in the what? Like, look at how trippy this place is. Super weird. I guess this is platforms, everyone. Today we learned. Very cool. Some of them are, and this is your blobs, by the way. And this is where you get your dimensional essence. Cool. And like I said, the more expensive the dimension to run it. Is this my... Oh my goodness. This is my matter receiver. Okay. The more expensive it is to run the dimension, the better chance you'll run into something like a rare blob here. And then there's legendary ones that are purple that'll drop the purple drops. So, I mean, I'm going to obviously get what I can out of this guy. Well, 7, not bad. Sweet. So I should be good to get a bitumus sand miner going here. I'd prefer another dimension that wasn't so weird. But also, meh. Now, I should be able to access from here. I should be able to access my stuff. So I can access my flux point. We'll get some power flowing into this receiver so that it never runs out of power, because that would be bad if it did. I can put all this junk away. Okay, so you're going to get Barrel 20's network. You're going to get charged up and stay charged up. And then what I can have is a digital miner going. Okay, so you're going to need a Robit and a few other things, obviously. You're going to need some logistical sorters. That's 1. That's 2. And then the Robit. And then all the other things that you need. Cool. And then while that's happening, I saw flux points, so that's good. We're going to need an... let's get an ender chest. But can we make it with black wool? Do we have black wool? We have gray wool. How about black wool? And then we'll get an ender chest with black wool. Okay. And then digital miner components should be ready. And then while we're looking at mechanism things, we can get energy and speed upgrades. So I should be able to plop this guy down. I should be able to give him some energy and speed upgrades. We should be able to give him some power. Am I on a chunk boundary? Oh, yes. As a reminder, there is also the anchor upgrade that we could use. That might not be a terrible idea to make, only because then we don't have to use one of the chunk loads that we have from our FTB mod. Because there's a limit to the number of things you can chunk load there. Okay, so if I threw this on, that should be cool. All right, now we want to configure this guy. A radius, pretty sure 32 is the max. Min 0. Let's go negative 64. And max, we'll do 80. That sounds cool. And then we want to filter. And I should just be able to get... Oh my goodness. I thought bitumus sand did not have gravity. Today I learned I was mistaken, folks. My mistake. I thought bitumus sand didn't have gravity. It in fact does. Maybe that's why we were having so much lag. Because look how much lag I'm having from that. There's your problem. Bitumus sand does have gravity. It does. This is going to cause a lot of lag when I turn this thing on, I'm pretty sure. That's okay. For science. Okay? So you're going to mine bitumus sand. Okay? You're going to auto-eject on. Silk touch doesn't need to be silk touching. We'll stick this guy in here. So what happens when I click this button? Lag for days, maybe? Not that bad. Maybe he's not triggering the block update to cause the sand to fall? I have no idea. Man, that is too funny. Yeah, look, it's mining it, and it doesn't seem... Though, depending on where it mines, may be the problem. I'm seeing a few items dropped, too. So my concern here would be, once we get to the bottom layer... Because it's the top layer that it's mining, right? Once we get to the bottom layer, it might trigger a fall, which might be a lot of lag. But that's okay. See, I didn't think bitumus had... Okay. Had gravity, but I guess it does. Alright, so let's pop home then. And in theory... So it is bitumus that was probably causing the lag because it has gravity. So we would have to make a normal terrain. If we got a normal terrain, it would be less of a problem. But look, now we're getting all this stuff. So my hope is as long as I stay out of that dimension, I should be cool, right? So now, let's put this bitumus sand to good use. So if we pop into our pneumaticraft area, which we haven't been to visit for a while, we'll notice that we're well and truly out of oil, which is probably a problem for us. Let's fix that. So I'm going to plop this dude down here. Okay. Now the bitumus sand is converted to oil in a centrifugal separator. So we're probably going to want a good handful of these. I'm going to start with one. We'll see how fast it is, but it's very possible that we're going to want more than one. And we'll get some augments. Let's just make a bunch of these so that they're ready. I think that's smart. So what I'm thinking is we could just start with this being here, and if it's fast enough, cool. If it's not, we'll route some stuff around. Okay? But your job will be to have power. Cool. Do we have any augments ready yet? Not quite. We'll put 3 of these in here, and then we're waiting for one of these to get crafted up. Making 8 at a time probably slowed things down just a smidge. But then it should be as easy as input and output, right? Input and output. Boom. Now, bitumus sand, when it's made here, also gives you sand, bitumen, and tar, which I guess I could just put in a regular ender chest and dump it back into the AE system. And if we wanted to, we could throw those in drawers so that they void, and we'll do that back home. So if I did this, that should be cool. All right. You are still cooking up all the things that you need. So it will give you a minute. But I'm assuming, therefore, that you are now making oil, right? Yes, but we're fluctuating on heat because our pressure here is low. So let's get... We've got a bit of kerosene going on, but not quite enough gasoline. So let's borrow from our gasoline reserves. Oh, actually, no, you're pretty good. You just, right, you are not dumping correctly, right? Because you need to do that. Okay. There we go. Yeah. So we were not low. I was mistaken. I just needed to have that dump out. What I'm going to have to do is pipe out of these rather than rely on them pulling or pushing automatically. But now you should be, especially because this guy has the speed upgrade, he should be quickly filling up our pressure again. Quickly being a relative term, obviously. Is my augment done yet? Oh my goodness, you're still crafting? Come on, let's go. He should be on the home stretch of making augments, though. Because once we have a few Enderium ingots... Oh, then we're still waiting for hardened glass. All right. Crafting 2, scheduled 4. So this should be the home stretch. Because hardened glass is also made in that thing. Now we're cooking. Okay. So now you get this. That's looking pretty good, honestly. That might be sufficient. Remember, we're getting 100 millibuckets at a time here. So we'll see if the production of oil is faster than the consumption of it. We're going to have to handle the excess of certain types of fuel, like diesel. But diesel makes lubricant, which is good. So let's take a break. Yep, it's wrapping up point. So let's wrap up here. We'll come back next time. We'll get back into pneumaticraft. And we'll start, continuing down this path. So for now, Del 20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time to, get this back up and running. For now, take it easy.